just go to my stream real quick.
Man, I like this better because their options for including your audio, like, you can access so easily.
Yeah. So let me just go to my channel. Make sure your audio is included because I want to make sure.
Yeah, I just allowed it, so we should be good.
Just go to my channel. Make sure your audio is included because I want to make sure.
Yeah, I just
Yep, your audio is included.
Sweet.
Anyways, alright guys. You're probably all wondering why the fuck am I rating Halo 5 while playing Destiny 2? Well, first of all, apparently Twitch app on Xbox wants to be fucking difficult, so
Yes, very difficult.
yeah, so so here we are, and I'm on Destiny 2 because god fucking damn it, Twitch did not want to cooperate, so I'm just gonna do it on my PS4 and playing Destiny on top of that. So, mini rant out of the way. God fucking damn it, Halo 5 is all I gotta say.
Dude, for real. Truly was, it felt like a waste of time.
Waste of time. Waste of a game. Yeah, waste of time and money. $250 million worth of money, by the way, was
Holy
spent
shit,
on that
is that
game.
really what they spent?
Yes.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, quite a fucking waste.
For real, dude. Holy shit.
Alright, so this is Corrupt Android, or that's YouTube Dane. Or
yes, hello.
Yes, and she's been in some of my reviews, especially with Destiny, so basically
Nice to be back.
yes. Basically put, here's what we did. We played a series of Halo. And we played through all of the Halo games.
Indeed.
We had fun with Halo Reach all the way to 4. Then all the fun disappeared once we got to Halo 5.
Yes, truly.
I mean, there's a lot we can say about Halo 5. But first of all, the thing that really stuck out to me was the marketing, because back in 2015 I was ecstatic to see this game, and I watched the trailers up until it released. Hell, even saw Nightfall and whatnot. Then when I got to the actual game, I was fucking disappointed. And it's like, for a long time, I actually didn't play this game. But since I had an Xbox One, I played by myself off screen. Then, of course, streamed with Corrupt Android, and I had to play through this game twice. She only had to play through this game once.
Luckily.
Luckily. Oh, and speaking of playing through this game, one second. I might as well do this while I'm on stream. But let's see, my Xbox One is on right now, and I am uninstalling Halo 5.
Do it.
And there it goes. It's fucking gone. I'm never playing Halo 5 ever again.
That boy is buried. Never to be dug up again.
Like, okay. Well, the marketing, that was one thing. Oh, yes. Well, money well spent. Let's see. Including other stuff from other media. Like, you had to know, read the books, comics, blah, 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 some other stuff. It's like, what the fuck? You have to tell us about this shit in-game. Not going outside the game.
I know, I didn't even, know that at all. That infuriated me when I saw that. How the fuck can you put this much time and money into a game and you still require us to spend more money and time outside of it? What the fuck?
Yeah, Luckily for me, I've been reading the Halo books, so
Oh yeah. I mean, I want to. Like, they seem like they'd be really cool, but
they're actually really
to
good books.
require it?
It shouldn't be
Yeah.
required.
Exactly.
Like, if you wanted more knowledge about something, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But to require to understand the story, I don't think so.
Exactly. Like, I mean, Destiny, for example, since we're playing it, like, you can play this game and understand what's going on, you know? Like, and if you want more in-depth explanation, you can read the lore, and, like, that's how it should be. But Halo does not do that, or Halo 5 does not do that.
Well, Halo 5, yeah. Because
Yeah.
basically put all the other Halo games, even 4, nailed this particularly. And another thing,
They
I have
did,
to
yeah.
say this honestly, another thing that Halo nails is keeping the action to the gameplay.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah, they do.
Do I have to talk about that stupid intro cutscene for Halo 5?
No.
My god. The choreography was just all over the fucking place. What? Like, seriously, like, I had to say this honestly. Oh, I know I'm not showing it, but seriously. It looked really bad, guys. If you
It
haven't
did.
played Halo 5, go watch that intro cutscene and you'll see what I mean, because I had to say this. Fireteam Osiris, minus Buck, should be dead.
Yeah.
The stunt they pulled.
Fenchurch does the
And,
exploring.
like,
I make the deal.
what the fuck? And then, instead of talking about the Guardians, instead of showing us what they could do, it's talk to us through exposition. Like, okay, there's such a thing as exposition. Like, it can be fine, but it's like there's such a thing which a lot of writers like to use, and that's show, don't tell. Show.
Yes. Which they did not do at all.
Oh my god.
uh,
And the everything they did was like, okay, so there's like a few characters that people are fans of, like Blue Team. I keep mentioning Buck, and Arbiter's also in the game. And what in the flying fuck have they done to Blue Team, Buck, and the Arbiter? What the fuck?
ran them right into the fucking ground.
Yes. And I have to be quite honest with you. Buck had some of the best lines in the game.
Yeah, he does. And they're still, I feel like they're still not even that great.
Yeah. That's saying
Which
a lot.
sucks. Yeah.
And then they really, really, really ruined the Master Chief in that fucking game. Like,
They did so bad. So, like, cringeworthy bad. Like, he's been a consistent, solid character through the whole series, and you just, like, magically want to make him completely different?
yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Heck, I have to say this honestly. Even though he was static in Halos 1 through 3, at least he had a personality and would crack jokes sometimes, you know?
Right, yeah.
He didn't even do that in Halo 4 as well, too. Even though in Halo 4 he was a more dynamic character than he was flat.
Right, yeah.
Eververse trades
But
in
then,
feel enhance a guardian's journey.
hey, Halo 5, he's back to being static again.
I know, yeah. It's like, no one wants a static Master Chief, man.
Well,
None
he
of
can
us asked for this.
he can be static, but give him a personality. Give him his
Yeah.
personality. Like, what the fuck were the writers thinking?
Yeah, I feel that. It made the game even drier than it already was. It
Yeah.
already is.
Fenchurch does the exploring.
Exactly.
I make the deal.
And then we're not going to talk about that whole Locke and Chief fight cutscene, which looked terrible as well. We're not talking about that because, again, that cutscene just looks fucking bad. Just all the other choreographed bullshit scenes in it. And I know people in the comments are saying, "Oh, why aren't you talking about Joel and Dama?" Well, he just dies just like that. Whoop-de-fucking do. No one gives a shit about Joel and Dama and their Storm Covenant. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit about the Prometheans either, so... Moving on. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, we only play as Master Chief, what, like 3 times in the game?
Yeah, that's true.
3 times you play as the Master Chief in his own fucking game. Then you're...
I know.
But stuck playing as Fireteam Osiris for most of it? Excuse me, what?
Like the worst fucking team ever to play.
Well, the only one that's good on Fireteam Osiris is Buck, and that's it.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah. But yeah, like, you know, even in Halo 2, when they went back and forth between the Arbiter and Master Chief, like, you know, at least they did a better job at going back and forth, so you didn't just play one way more than the other. It was kind of balanced. But this one was not at all.
That and Arbiter was a character, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, like, they're both cool characters that you could relate to, and, like, they were, like, people, you know?
Yes.
But did not get that with,
Locke.
with anyone that you really played this time around.
Yeah.
Well, except for Buck, but, you know, Locke and Master Queef.
Oh my god. Yeah. Just, oh my god.
Feel that, man. It's rough. It was so rough to get through that.
Yeah, and then we got these new things called the Guardians, which we didn't see, you know, until the ending, where they, you know, can turn off a lot of things. I'm like, you know, this would have been better if you showed the Guardians actually doing this, not at the fucking end.
I know. It's like you keep seeing them reappear, and it's like, okay, but like, what are these here for? What do they do? And then they're just there, and you're like, okay, am I supposed to be intimidated, or?
Yeah, I really didn't see the point of the Guardians at all.
Yeah, they were pretty useless.
And dare I also make fun of one of the worst boss fights in Halo history, the Warden Eternal.
Oh. Pains me just to think about that.
Warden Eternal is honestly, it's like, okay guys, I know boss fights have been a thing in Halo, with, you know, I think personally I think the best boss fight in Halo was, you know, going up against Tartarus in Halo 2. That was the best one. Really didn't regret anything special. And Ghostbusters had the emotional attachment because, you know, he killed fucking Sergeant Johnson. Yeah, so.
Right, yeah.
Sure.
But let's see, at least all those guys you at least fought once.
Feeling good is better.
Yeah.
But let's see, in Halo 5 you fight One Eternal 7 times? And he doesn't change it up?
I know. It's so bad, man. Like, if you're at least gonna have us fight the same enemy, like, you gotta make it change, first of all. And also, like, at that point, why is it not the boss of the game? Like,
yeah.
That's pretty weird, man. Fucked up.
Like, what the fuck? It's like, oh, I created the best boss fight ever. But it's like, seriously, if he was taken out of the game, the game would just finish faster. But I feel like every single boss fight is just the same. He just uses a sword and you have to shoot him in the back. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
It's like a hunter at that point. It's just persistent and annoying.
Yes. that's why you didn't see the hunters all that much. You know what I mean? But when
Yeah,
you did,
exactly.
okay, it was at least special.
Right, yeah.
And here, like, I'm gonna save the last bit, which is Cortana, which I'm saving that.
Oh.
Can we just talk about how some of the stuff looked in Halo 5, like, you know, versus the other games? Like,
I mean, like the designs for everything?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, they were bad.
Like, it's designed bad. Like, I know 343 is trying to be different, but it's like, just use what actually worked, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Master
I
Chief's
agree.
armor not looking that fucking stupid, for Christ's sake.
I know.
And
And the guns, dude.
oh god, the guns. The guns, the guns, the guns. My battle rifle got ruined.
Oh, yeah, it really did.
Well, it's like now I kind of prefer the Halo 4 battle rifle.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Because I have to say this honestly, it's like, let's see. Oh yeah, not sure if you knew this, but Halo 5 is actually rated T for T. It's not mature.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were the other ones rated mature?
Yes.
Huh. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, there's more like blood and gore.
Exactly.
This one is very dry in a literal sense.
Very. Like, I think they only did to broaden it to a more demographic, but it's like, it lost its
Yeah.
edge. It's like, if you're gonna have a game about a military shooter, have it be bloody, not so toned down, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like if you played Doom but it wasn't fucking violent, like
It wouldn't be the
if
same.
you just stopped, yeah, like people would be like, this isn't Doom anymore, this is just garbage. You know? Like, it's the same thing. It just sucks that they really half-assed that part.
Exactly. And also military ranks and whatnot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Because seriously, like, okay, let's talk about the Prometheans for a second. It's like, okay, so I thought, at least originally when Halo 4 had come out, it's like, okay, where are the Promethean vehicles, I thought maybe, you maybe will get to see more Promethean vehicles and stuff like that. Halo 5, you only get one Promethean vehicle. And they don't use ground vehicles except for, you know, they take over the Covenant vehicles, human vehicles, like, what the fuck? They're machines. They should know how to use our technology. What the fuck?
Exactly. Yeah, that was pretty weird that they went through all of that to create like a whole new race and like even weapons and everything that were completely different, but they just could not with any of those vehicles.
Yeah.
Uh,
Except for one vehicle, and then
yeah.
after a while, actually gave the UNSC an air vehicle, which is called the Wasp, which is like, okay, so you're telling me the UNSC didn't lose that war just because they had no air cover? What the fuck? How is that a good idea?
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I just must say this, the ending for Halo 5 was quite abrupt.
It was. I was like shook when I saw how it ended because I was just like, what the fuck? Like everything just happened at once and then it just stopped.
Yeah, and also, Halo 5 is rated T for blood, mild language, and violence.
Where's the blood?
Yeah, that's my question. Let me go to Master Chief Collection. Blood, gore, strong language, violence. There. That's how you make a fucking Halo game.
Exactly. Yeah.
And now, finally, I think we've come to it, and I think I'll let Corrupted Android have this one. Cortana.
Oh. I want to cry and scream and punch 343 at the same time. Oh, man, just like, you know, they could have just left her as dead, and I would have been happier with losing one of, like, in my opinion, one of my favorite characters of the series, like, just losing her that way, than having them bring her back and just shove her into the fucking ground by making her a villain with, like, just no motivation to be a villain except for, you know, I just want everyone to be under my control and on my side, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna do something and destroy the world. Like, this is so stupid. Like, they didn't even make her, like, bring her back and make her as a good villain. So it's like, it's just blasphemous.
Yes. It was, Ackman said it. He said he brought Cortana back just to make her villain because Cortana wants to rule the world. Or universe.
Yes.
In that.
And it's just so stupid because, like, that's not Cortana. She's never been like that ever, you know?
No. And not even Halsey, who her personality is originally based off of.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's quite jarring.
It is. Like, it just came out of left field. Like, they're like, we don't know what to do, so, we're just gonna make Cortana the villain, fuck it.
Yeah,
like, they signed on it.
Here's what some of the writers who wanted to do some damage control when Halo 5 first came out. They said this. They had no idea what they had planned, but they were doing something that Cortana was doing something they didn't completely agree with, but they didn't have a plan. It's like, here's the thing: if you're gonna make anything from movie to something to writing something, always begin with the end in mind. Always.
Yes. Absolutely.
And they didn't fucking do it.
Yeah. That was made very clear.
Also, I want to also say this, like, why does Cortana's body look so off? What the fuck did they do Cortana's body? Where's her design from Halo 4? That was fucking amazing.
It was, yeah. I think Halo 4 was from Prime.
Yeah. Like, seriously, she has fucking arms. She looks like a fucking dude. Like, stop.
She does. Yeah, I especially don't know what they were thinking about there. Like, after all the changes they made, why they had to change that design. Like, it was perfect. And they just had to fuck it up for the sake of fucking it up.
Yes. Also, I must talk about the one character from Halo 4 they did ruin. Commander Lasky, or Captain Lasky, who actually had a personality in 4, and, you know, a good setup to, you know, be basically the keys of this game. Keys slash, you know, Captain Keys slash Commander Keys, because, you know. And then we get to the very shitty character in Palmer, who basically still doesn't do shit.
Yeah, she didn't do anything the whole time.
And she's supposed to be a commander.
Yeah.
Some commander she is indeed. Because let's see. Let me go to a commander that commanded in the field and died on the field of battle. That being Commander Carter of Noble 1 from Halo Reach. Yeah, he might have been a stoic dude, but it's like, his rank was earned, at least. Palmer, what the fuck does she do? Seriously.
Absolutely nothing.
That, and she's also a narcissist, well,
She said she
if you didn't know that.
herself, so
Because there's actually a bit more I know about Palmer.
Oh, like what?
Well, one, Palmer's a goddamn narcissist. She used to be an ODST, but now looks down upon them because she's a Spartan now.
Oh. I see what you mean.
Yeah, and she also makes that stupid comment towards Master Chief. Thought you'd be taller? Like, what the fuck? Shut up, you stupid narcissistic bitch.
Dude,
Stupid
yeah.
fucking Commander Palmer, Jesus Christ.
I was hoping she would have died, man. Like,
Well, just wait till Halo Infinite is all I gotta say.
fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed as well. Oh, and here's another person who I can also use another good example of as a commander. That being Commander Jerome who's a Spartan who also commands in the field. He's in Halo Wars 2.
Oh, okay.
And well, obviously he commands in the field and he's a Spartan, so hey. So of course. So there's another good example of a commander. And she was supposed to be the replacement for Sergeant Johnson. How?
Oh.
How in the fuck does she not have a lick of fucking personality? Besides being a fucking narcissist and not doing anything by commanding the field and looking down on men for being outside what she is.
Yeah.
That's not something you find in a good leader. That's not something you will put in a good leader at all.
Right, yeah.
So having her as commander is a mistake.
It was, dude, or is. Ugh.
Yeah.
She does not know what she is doing.
No, yeah. And hey, anything else you want to say about Halo 5?
I think what we talked about pretty much wraps up all the thoughts
Oh, and
that I had.
let's talk about the Arbiter.
Oh, no.
We didn't talk about the Arbiter.
I forget that he's in the game, because that's just how forgettable he was.
And it's the fucking Arbiter, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. They did him as much of a disservice as they did with Master Chief and Cortana.
Here are the following characters that were disserviced in Halo 5. Lasky, Chief, Cortana, Blue Team, Buck.
Sure.
Those, we don't give a shit about the new characters, so what can I say?
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then, another thing, I'm gonna actually talk about one of the biggest scenes that actually they had the gall to do. And it was when I think that's like the last level when we played as on St. Helios, which was the fall of the Storm Covenant, but they call it the fall of the Covenant. Like, what? This is not the Covenant of old. What the fuck? This is just cleanup. It was not earned. It was not fucking earned. So, saying it's the fall of the Covenant, no. Just clean up.
Yes, exactly.
Just clean up. Also, in the Swords of St. Helios, which the Arbiter leads, is also quite pointless. Yeah.
Yeah, it really was, dude.
I like the Arbiter and all, but goddamn. Swords of St. Helios and Arbiter, all pointless.
It was, man. I can't really think of anything in that game that had a point, though. Like, which is the worst part.
Exactly. It just wasn't fun, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't.
And another thing that this game also did, which I think you've noticed since we've talked about it, it basically ruins the games before it. You know what I mean? By
Yeah, it
villainizing
does.
Cortana.
Yeah.
So 343 Industries, you mean to tell me Noble Team died just so Cortana become the villain? She protected her in the first game the entire time just so she become the villain.
True.
In 2, you're telling me that he was leaving Cortana behind to come back to come help her just so she become the villain in Halo 5. Then Halo 3, he was looking for Cortana, and then Johnson said, do not let her go, just so she become the villain. Then she dies in Halo 4, just so she come back in next game and become the villain. Like, you see what I mean?
Yeah. It's fucked, man. It just utterly destroyed it. Like, I don't think there's any going back from there.
Well, yes. I would say, yeah, there's no going back, but because Halo Infinite is a soft reboot, that they're still using some things, but not everything. Why Chief has redesigned armor. The bands are being taken from Halo Wars 2 and being put as the main villains
Oh, shit.
of Halo Infinite. Oh, and also, since we didn't play through Halo 5 on Legendary, it actually does show a Halo ring in the Legendary engine, by the way.
Oh,
So-
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And another thing we could talk about is how the user interface is fucking stupid, so.
Oh my god, yes.
Like, what does the main menu have to do with this game? Seriously.
Nothing. I'm pretty
Absolutely
sure.
nothing. It's just a bunch of ships. And
Yeah.
that's it. Where's a Halo ring? Where's a Guardian, maybe? I mean, because you have it in the fucking title. Seriously.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't feel like a normal Halo, like, title screen at all.
Mm-mm. And the music was really off, too.
It was, yeah.
Like, there's not a single fucking track I can remember from that game.
Yeah, same. Which also sucks, because that's, like, typically, one of the highlights of Halo games, too, is their music.
Exactly.
Particularly, like, the title screen music, man. Like, that
Yeah.
is always, like, one of the best.
Exactly. But no, absolutely fucking nothing rememberable. It's just jarring, you know?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, honestly, the only good I can say about Halo 5 is their level design. That's really it.
That's about it.
Like, it was really cool to, like, look around and explore, but I mean, they even had, like, they only allowed you to go to certain areas. Like, you couldn't really explore it a whole bunch.
Yeah.
It just looked appealing, but that's really all the positives that I have for Halo 5.
Yes.
Everything else, absolute garbage.
Yeah. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give Halo 5?
I'd give it a solid -5.
Damn. Tough. Damn.
It's definitely one of the worst games I've ever played.
Well, that's saying something.
Yeah. And I'm usually not one that really dislikes games. But yeah, this one was just, there was nothing redeemable about it. What about you? What would you rate this game?
Well, I'm gonna the opposite of you, just putting it at a 5 out of 10 at least. Because I have to say, the only thing that actually saves it is some of the other gameplay modes in it, but you know that I'm not gonna go back and play because I just uninstalled Halo 5.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what saves Halo 5, honestly. But other than that, it's an average game.
Yeah.
It's average amongst the Halo games, I should say, in every shape and form.
Yeah. That's fair. Is it the online mode? Is that the part that's like decent in your opinion?
Online, like anything other than the campaign is better. Slightly better.
That's fair.
Because, they've updated multiplayer, blah, 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 and stuff like that, but there's no saving that campaign.
Yeah.
There's no saving that. I mean, because there's really no saving it. Because
yeah, I agree.
It released with that game, it released with it, so there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah,
Nice.
that is true. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's like, because it's like, what the hell were they thinking, first of all?
Yeah.
I mean, I like the theory of the Storm, there might be a Storm Covenant, but it's like, do I think they're anything believable? Fuck no, I don't. They're not the Covenant.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know why they like felt the need to add them in the game. Like,
Yeah.
they could have just used the Covenant.
Or, something that they could create something entirely different than a Covenant.
It's a promise.
But,
Yeah, that too.
but they finally did in Halo Wars 2, introducing us to the Banished, the Brute-led faction,
Oh, interesting.
who are not at all religious about anything. And basically put, from what's been said about Halo Infinite, is basically put the Banished basically just stayed on the sideline, just waited for humanity to get weakened by this war they had with the AI, and then Banished apparently just swooped in and just beat them. Beat the UNSC.
Oh my god. Man. Must be pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Uh,
Considering the fact they saw the fall of the original Covenant, the cleaning up of with the Storm Covenant, then the war with the AIs who went rogue, who joined with Cortana. So
oh, okay.
So yeah. So basically, the Banished just came in, just hey, we're just gonna win this war, and they did.
Damn.
So
Well, I might not be so harsh on Halo 5 if I'd played the multiplayer. But, solely going off the campaign, I still stick to that -5.
well, what basically knocked it down, Halo 5 down a lot, was the campaign.
Yeah.
I can't give this game above a 5. I can't.
That's fair. Yeah.
Well, and I can't put it so low that it's into negative because I've played worse shit.
That's fair. Yeah.
Because I'm a person that's bumped into really terrible games. And for
That's true.
yes, I played some pretty terrible shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
But goddamn, not like would I ever go back and play Halo 5? No. Well, the campaign? No. The multiplayer? Maybe.
Huh. Maybe I'll have to try the multiplayer then.
Yeah,
give that a
sometime.
shot before I uninstall it.
Well, I'll reinstall it sometime whenever you're free again.
Alright, yeah.
But know this though, guys, that are watching on YouTube, when Halo Infinite drops, I'm going to be playing that on my Twitch channel, which I'll put that in the description along with Corrupted Androids channel.
Hell yeah.
Eververse isn't just
So
Hopefully that one will be, better.
yeah, and well, for one thing, we're probably going to play this because, you know, I know it's not launching with co-op. It's launching like a month later, which, you know, if I like it, I'll play through it again, single, then co-op with Corrupted Android, because of course I'm going to play Halo Infinite because, well, considering the fact I already paid for it already, so
That's true. And did you say that got pushed? Like, the release date?
the release date is December 8th, 2021. So
Okay.
not sure how many weeks that, not sure
Eververse trades
how long that is away,
will
but
enhance a Guardian's journey.
because we're like near the end of September, if that's crazy to think about.
It is.
Let's see.
It's about 10 weeks away.
10 weeks, alright. 10 weeks until Halo Infinite. So,
Hell yeah. That's not too bad.
so hoping that
Eververse trades will
that
make Greenfield
343
enhance a Guardian's
has,
journey.
you know, well, one thing I can at least say to actually make things to live slightly better, I guess. Well, one of the people that was narrative lead, Brian Reed, I know he was fired from 343 Industries.
Was he really?
Yeah,
Well, understandably so.
and
At least,
and I think I know a reason why Halo Infinite's a soft reboot is because of the fact is it's like they realized, okay, we're changing too much and doing so much that it's like it's become less than Halo, so we have to do that.
right, yeah. Yeah, I think, him not being involved is a step in the right direction.
Yes, and it's like
Eververse trades will
I also think about it, like I think this might have been some of the first time some of those people worked on a Halo game, so they didn't know what they were doing, but now hopefully these guys know what they're doing now because they need it. I have to say this honestly, Microsoft needs it.
Yeah, they do.
Because, like, sales-wise, some of their exclusives have done good, but it didn't last very long, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Like, Gears of War 5,
she wanted to
which,
express herself, so
ooh, if we ever play through all the Gears game, no, I am not playing as the main character from Gears of War 5, know it.
Oh no.
I fucking hate this character, so I'm not playing as them.
Okay, that's fair. I see the recurring theme for the 5th game of a series for Xbox games.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
but for real, they do need it. There's like 3 exclusives that they have going for them.
Yeah, like 3 exclusives, like, you know, they have Halo, Gears of War, which is kind of died because of Gears of War 5. Well, Gears 5, it's called because, for whatever reason, they decided to take the of War part out for whatever reason.
she said she wanted to
Yeah.
express herself, so I gave her a thumbs up.
And yeah, because basically put the Coalition, who make the Gears games, basically kind of did some stuff that 343 Industries has done, and I'll just let that sink in. So you probably know that when we get to Gears of War 4, it's going to be a mixed bag for me. Just know that.
Oh god.
And then 5, I'm just gonna hate right off the bat. I already hate it. I haven't played it. Just know that much.
Oh,
So,
that's a big yikes.
yes, definitely.
Well, it's definitely one of those series that you hear more so, kind of like Halo, so I'm curious to see how it is.
Yeah. So, just be prepared.
I
Where
will try
lots
to be.
Because it's a third-person shooter.
Oh, okay.
Venture
So-
to the exploring.
Not sure if you've ever played a third-person shooter before, but...
I mean, I've played Uncharted, which I think is. I
It's
forget if
classified.
it's-
Well,
Okay,
it's,
yeah.
it's adventure and third-person, so... Yeah.
Okay, well, I at least played one. I feel like I've played a couple more too, but I don't mind third-person shooters as long as
Right.
they're done right. But
Well, I'll at least say that much. It's at least done right for Gears of War 1
She said
to
she
4.
wanted to express herself, so I gave her a thumbs up.
yeah.
Not with
Okay.
5.
Oh. It's good. It's gonna be another one that we struggle through together.
Yeah. Hey, you're gonna be playing as the main character. That game, so... You'll probably see why... You're gonna see why I'm like... I'm basically just pawing her off on you.
That's okay. I'm sure I'd do the same if the situation was flipped.
So... I do have to get off, by the way.
Eververse trades in goods we
What did he
feel
say?
enhance
Do you have to get
the
off, or-
Guardian's journey.
It's 8 o'clock. Yeah, I probably should get off soon.
Alright.
Was there anything else that you wanted to mention with this? Do
No.
you feel like you covered everything?
I think I got everything.
Okay. Yeah, I think so too. I think we, pretty much got all the big points of the game, you know?
Yes. We got the big points, and it's like... And even talked about a little bit about Halo Infinite.
Venture
Yeah.
does the
Which,
exploring.
you know...
I make
That's gonna be my next big stream for, the Xbox.
Yeah, same.
So... Here's to hoping for better things from Halo Infinite. Versus-
yes.
Versus what we had to go through with Halo 5, because... I have to say this honestly... You were excited to play some of the other Halo games, including 4,
Yeah.
which is a mixed bag. But you liked 4 actually.
Yeah, I did.
And I have to say this honestly, playing through 5 again made me appreciate Halo 4.
Yeah, I can see that. For sure.
Because, dear fucking God.
4 was okay, and then 5 was just a train wreck.
Yes. I think this is the reason why they decide, okay, let's give people what they want. Actual... Because seriously, that guy who saw Master Chief in that trailer from the Pelican, he's so happy to see him. And acts personality.
Yeah. That's
So,
true.
and the fact that, Master Chief actually has armor that doesn't look like shit.
Dude, yeah, that's true.
So,
That was bullshit what they did to his armor.
yeah. So, I think we got it all, so
Yeah, I think so too.
I'll link in the description some stuff to Corrupted Android, my Twitch, so you guys can come watch. So,
Sweet. Much appreciated.
you're welcome. Alright. I'm gonna stop my broadcast. Hold on. Take care, y'all.